Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Greens Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with sports anchor Jake Homan. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
And welcome into your Saturday night Sports Zone. Do we know what day it is? It is March 1st, which means a lot of basketball happening every day for these next few weeks. And we got a lot of hoops to talk tonight. Starting things off at Pinnacle Bank Arena, a wild finish today between Nebraska and Minnesota as the Huskers still looking to keep their tournament hopes alive. Matt Rule in the house for this one, snapping some photos with some fans beforehand. And it was strike the vault today for Husker Nation. Starting things off, though, after the break, Minnesota led by 9. But they opened up the half on a 9-0 run to take an 18-point lead, the largest of the day. But the Huskers would start to cut into that. Bryce Williams with the steal and the slam here. Fans starting to feel it. That lead now just 5 for the Gophers. How about Andrew Morgan getting in the paint, getting physical for the and one layup? The final sequence here, though, Huskers down by 1. Williams driving to the lane, but Jawan Gary is there for the putback to put Nebraska up 1. With 10 seconds left, Minnesota's Brennan Rigsby says, yeah, I'll take that one with a three-pointer with 4 seconds left. He had 20 on the day. One last shot for the Huskers. Andrew Morgan with the near half-court heave off the backboard and no good. The heartbreaking loss for the Huskers could put a dent, though, on their tournament chances.
We're not going to be there if we don't handle today. And today we didn't handle today. We're not. Something got to change. We have to come out, and we had the ability. We have the want, but we got to have it more consistently. It's there, but we gotta go out there and take it. Ain't nobody gonna give it to us, especially in this league.
I thought our practice yesterday was unbelievable, but who cares? You know, you got to carry that over to the game. And, you know, for us, we get 2 more opportunities to put the uniform on, guaranteed. After that, there's nothing for certain at this point.
And checking in with some high school district girls hoops, we've got some teams heading to state. Lincoln Pius attempted a 20-point win over Elkhorn North today to punch their ticket to the state tournament. Norris coasting past Seward 52-30, and both Waverly and York taking care of business and advancing with ease. So this is what dreams are made of, right? 48 schools across 6 classes. You'll see 4 of them here will all compete for some state titles starting next week. And a trip to the Division III NCAA tournament also on the line tonight here in Lincoln with Nebraska Wesleyan hosting Central College for the conference title. Snyder Arena, well, that place was rocking tonight for this year's American Rivers Conference Championship. What a game this was, too. 9 up at 37 at the half, and coming out of the gate, the Prairie Wolves catching fire. Junior Seth Newton hitting that one at the top of the key. A couple plays later, the Lincoln Northeast grad, Christian Wynn, with the spin move and the lay-in. It's good. But with about 10 minutes left in regulation, Wesleyan would go scoreless for a while, opening the door for Central. They would go on a double-digit run, pulling away late, and it was just too much for the Wolves to handle as they fall short of a conference title this year and tournament bid. But Coach Wellman is keeping his head high.
But I think the big thing here is I don't want this loss to take away from the season that our guys and our seniors have had. I've had a lot of fun coaching them. I'm obviously disappointed we can't go to the NCAA tournament, have a few more days with them, a few more games with them. But I couldn't be prouder of what these guys did.
And moving some things over to the NAIA basketball. The Concordia Bulldogs are just having an incredible season, and that season continuing tonight. Tristan Smith, fresh off his 48-point career game, picking up right where he left off, scoring 20 points and 16 boards in this one. Later in the second half here, though, for the Bulldogs, Noah Shutt firing this one from deep. Count it. The Bulldogs officially booked their trip to the G-Pack Championship game over a win over Northwestern, and they'll face off against Morningside this Tuesday night right here at Friedrich Arena. And the Lincoln Stars winning in epic fashion tonight over the defending champs and doing it on the road. We're going to jump to the end of this one here. Fargo scored 3 goals in the third period to knot things up at 5 and send it to extra time. But that is no problem for Daniel Schlane firing this one into the back of the net for the game finisher, game ender. What a finish for the Stars tonight, completing the weekend road sweep over the Fargo Force as they win their 3rd straight and will come back to Lincoln with the win this week. Now, shifting some action over to some state swimming, these now videos sent into our very own Derek Hall, but also we want to shout out to Gabrielle Hall for winning Coach of the Year in just her first season, taking the Lincoln East Spartan boys to a state swimming championship for the first time in 37 years. The Spartans won with a score of 334. And guess what? They beat out the powerhouse in Creighton Prep, a team who has won 16 of the last 18 state titles. Lincoln East also girls placing 3rd today. There were 37 teams in all competing this Saturday. So shout out to the Lincoln East Spartans for putting on quite a show today. And before we go, both Huskers softball and baseball on the road again as we inch closer to their home debuts here in Lincoln, but not quite yet. Starting off with Huskers softball in a doubleheader. Their first one didn't go their way this afternoon versus Missouri as they fall 7-1. But that second game, a different story. Shutting out the Wichita State Shockers 15-0 and going 1-1 on the day. And Husker baseball also on the road. They matched up with one of the best teams in baseball, LSU Tigers out there in Frisco, Texas. The Huskers, though, led 5-4 heading into the 7th inning, but the Tigers would plate 5 runs in the 7th inning, and that would be the rest of that one. So LSU would go on to win that one 11-6, and the Huskers fall short in this one again. So I think that's going to do it for sports. Mackenzie, any final thoughts, or if you want to toss me, I can go ahead.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot going on today. I mean, we covered everything: swimming, hockey, basketball, baseball. I mean, we got everything going on today.
Hey, we tried. We tried it. So.
Some good stuff. Thank you so much, Jake. Stick with us. We'll be right back after the break.